are part of the regenerative medicine movement. So if you have been under the rock in the last 10 years, you haven't seen anything, and then you woke up today, you will realize that regenerative medicine has become one of the most or fastest growing segment of medicine. Yesterday I received an email. I was trying to get prepared for the lecture, and I was looking at the statistic, and they predict the growth of this market will be almost double per annual. For example, if you go back to 2006, the annual income of regenerative medicine worldwide was $10 billion. Now, they're predicted to be $260 billion, and many companies have been going to this and start growing really fast. Since 2008, there was one company or two companies are talking about growth factor in regenerative medicine. Today, I think there's over 20 globally, and it's going really fast. Every time I go to a conference, I see newcomers in the market. So I think it's, for me, I thought it would be very important to educate you on the basic, so you understand what the basics are. And then from there, you can see where it's applied and what is used and so forth. So you will have a very good knowledge on that. Students in the university, I tell them, we teach them about interleukins, we teach them about cytokines, and some of you, I'm sure, know about pro-inflammatory cytokines and anti-inflammatory cytokines, interleukins, the communication between T cell activation and B cell activation, and that's it. This is what we teach in medical school. This is what you learn. However, there's more to it now than we knew before. And before, in the medical curriculum, we teach about what happened when there is a wound. And we tell you, oh, when the wound, chemokine comes out, recruit macrophages, recruit lymphocytes, recruit other cells, and then the platelets come to heal the wound, the clotting process, and that's it. And very rarely that we go on the next step when we show you what happened in the build-up of the tissue. So if you're going to ask somebody, ask you, what are growth factors? You should say, they are chemical or biological messenger between cells. And that will be very sufficient, enough. Because this growth factor, this is what they do. They allow the cells to communicate among each other. And there are so many functions. For example, they have the ability to turn on or off any function. In 1986, Stanley Cohen, Dr. Stanley Cohen, and Professor, what's her name? She's Italian, Rossotti, I think. They won a Nobel Prize in 1986 for discovering growth factors function. And they say in their disarray, in their paper, that growth factors will be very important concept and knowledge for the treatment for cancer. And with their paper describing neuron growth factors, they received a Nobel Prize. Now, in medicine and chemistry, the medical and the scientific community were not so much convinced and happy about the decision why they should have done growth factors, why they have received the Nobel Prize, because their discovery was not such a term. It's not mentioned in discovery. But what they talked about, if you read it very carefully, they were talking about how these compounds can affect our knowledge of understanding cancer and how we can treat it. So they were more talking about the future potential than the actual science that's taking place today. Understand? So that's why a lot of people, if you follow the Nobel Prize structure and committee and awards, you realize what they do first. They look at an achievement that takes place that will change humanity. For example, in stem cell, last year, the Yokomoto, the one who won it, he showed that he can take a normal cell and convert it back to stem cell. Usually, stem cell will convert to, for example, fibroblast. He showed if we change specific signal, we can convert it back to stem cell. This is a very huge good discovery. So he was even known.